So this will be the part 2 of the previous video where we simply installed the VR expansion plugin. In this one, what we'll be doing is actually having the functionality ported over. So what you need to do now is download the VR expansion example. Um, you can find it in their GitHub repository, and once you clone it, you'll have something on these lines. Um, let's open up the example. I already have it open right here. So once you have it open, um, what you need to do is head over to VR expansion and Vive. We this is the thing which we are interested in. What you'll do now is click on migrate. What migrate will do is it will add everything that all the dependencies which are required, and we go back to our main project. So this will be a project. You head inside content and you select this folder. Now in my case, I've already transferred a whole bunch of these files, so they won't be copied again. But in any case, that's what needs to be done. If we head back over to our game now, um, you'll have this Vive folder under VR expansion, which will contain pretty much everything that you need. We'll still give this a reboot, so we start with a clean slate. Uh, so I'll head back in here and open up the app. Yeah. So all we have done till now is install the VR expansion pack and migrate over things which resided under Vive um, inside the example. Now, if we simply give this a run, you can see it sort of works to some extent. We have movement in place, it's working fine, um, but the default map in here doesn't allow me to show you the functionalities which will come up. So we need something to test whether all the functionality are working. So what I'll do is go back inside this Vive folder, go to core, no sorry, go to testing, um, and in testing you should have a folder called as guns. Let's see if it's in here. Okay, yeah, it's in it's one folder outside. So okay, we still don't have a whole bunch of things to test around with. Nevertheless, this still can be fixed. What we can then do is head back inside the example, and we can again migrate relevant assets back over to our project. Um, so I can go back in here. Let's say we need this. We don't need to edit it. I just need, yeah. So now that we have access to it, we'll migrate it. Yes, so now that it has been migrated, I head back over to my app and let's search for sickle. I have a sickle right here and I'll place it inside this demo. Let's also have a dummy to hit on, so we can try and have this dummy over as well. And now let's go ahead and migrate this the same way that we did with the rest of the items. So now this has been migrated as well, and I'll head back in here. Let's have the dummy placed in here, and we can now give this a shot. Yeah, so I'll move to the deep app based movement, and we can now grab objects. So as you can see, the physics is quite realistic, and that was the whole point of actually using this expansion pack, because if I'm holding an object with a single hand, you can see it's a bit wobbly, but the moment I hold it with two hands, it becomes much more stiff, and the grip feels a lot more confident. Now we can hit the dummy with the sickle, as you can see. I can even try to lodge it uh, behind his face and then run away. So, and a single handed BS action works as well, just that the grip feels a bit wobbly. Also, there are a lot of other interesting things. As your player gains velocity, as you could see, the grip shakes as well. So it gives a feel of realism to your objects, which you otherwise would have had to write a lot of code to achieve. So that's a big thing in here. Um, Also, another thing to note would be, while we transferred everything which was residing under the folder 5, you don't necessarily need to do that. This was just to quickly start off. What you then can do is, step by step, keep removing objects from the folder 5 until you have just enough assets which your project needs.